Yeah, alright, it's ready. But yeah, I think his career is like the biggest fumble of all time. I mean, he was at the top once, right? Now he's not in that place anymore. So I think that's the biggest fumble of all time.
Okay.
So you are a Surya fan, right?
I wouldn't say I'm a Surya fan, but he is one
Wait,
of the.
wait, wait, I don't think they can hear. We have to pass it. We have to find a way to make this work.
Just
Yeah,
keep it as a.
but keep it right here. No, 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 no. I don't
And
think they can hear you because I did try that. That didn't. You have to keep it here, like very close, and then go like this.
இன்டர்வியூ எடுக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்கும்.
Yeah. இந்த படத்தை பார்த்து என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்க சொல்லுங்க.
இந்த படம் மாசா இருக்கு ஜி, என்ன சொல்றதுன்னு தெரியல. இல்ல, what I think is Surya, he is one good actor.
Okay.
He's not ஃபேன்னு சொல்றதான்னு தெரியல, பிகாஸ் நான் பெரிய ஃபேன் இல்லை. பட் he is one of like top 5ல இருக்காரு. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இஸ் கமல்ஹாசன் அண்ட் தென் இட் இஸ் சூர்யா. பிகாஸ்
Why
ஆல்ரெடி
do you
படம்
think
இல்லை.
that?
நீ சூர்யாவோட எந்த படத்தை எடுத்து சொல்லு. யூ டேக் கங்குவா, யூ டேக் சிங்கம்,
Mm.
படம் தான் அப்செட்.
Mm.
யூ wouldn't say சூர்யா இஸ் பேட்.
Okay.
உயிரை கொடுத்து நடிக்கிற மனுஷன். I'm just saying it. You take சிங்கத்துல
Mm.
மனுஷன் கத்துவோம் உட்காந்து.
Mm. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You see him, right? Bro's vein will pop out of his
Yeah.
head. But still, he does it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He's a good actor. It's just the movie choices are a bit bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's necessarily he's a good actor. I mean,
Mm.
what's the name?
நான் என்னத்த சொல்றது இதுக்கு மேல?
Nothing.
Okay, I'll start with my childhood. So, I was growing up in the 2000s, right? So, 2006, 7 is where I think at that time I started gaining consciousness. Like you notice things, right? Tree, TV, and
Yeah.
then okay, who's that? The guy with the guitar and the red color shirt. I think I first time I noticed like there is a guy called Surya in Varnama. Like we went to the theater and at that time I was like he at that time I didn't really understand what Varnama is. It was just a cool movie. I remember talking about the movie with my friends and all that. So his army officer part and all I thought was really really sick. And then I know people now they make a big fuss about Ajit versus Vijay, right? Like now
Yeah,
they are
yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
the competition, right? At that time, Ajit wasn't even in the picture. I don't know what happened. He could have just taken a career break or something. I exactly don't know what happened, but at that time there was Surya versus Ajit was like the biggest shit. Like in our school, it used to be Surya like one gang, and then the other gang was Vijay. So I was in the Surya gang. First of all, I have to say like I'm not like a fan, but at that time I had an obsession for sure. Like dressing up as Surya, and then of course when the Singam movie came out, I was repeated like watching it on repeat, like the DVD. Do you
Yeah,
remember?
yeah,
Yeah. So all of that, those were the things, and he gave out hit after hits like Varnamayiram, and then Ayan. To this day, I think is one of the best commercial movies ever.
yeah.
Like the rooftop
Yeah, yeah,
action
yeah.
scene. I don't think
Awesome.
any movie to this day has done what it did. So great movies, and then another one. He made a lot of family friendly movies, and that's how I think he got his fan base basically. Shit, I thought it was so.
நான் அதான் பார்த்துக்கிட்டு இருந்தேன்.
So yeah, at that time, so many people like were obsessed with him. To this day, I think he has that fan base, like a crazy obsessed fan base. To this day, he has it.
O-
Mm.
Only few. It's mainly college girls these days, but there
Yeah,
was a time. I mean,
yeah,
few guys are out there, but I don't think it's a lot. It's
it's
just
a lot.
mainly girls.
No, it's just I think Surya fans are living as sleeper cells. You get it?
Yeah, when a good film comes, they
Comes
will
out,
they will come out like, "Yay, victory!"
yeah,
அதான்.
yeah,
At least they are not. At
yeah.
least they are not annoying. Like when
And
Vijay
like
Ajit,
rest of the fans, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. I do.
அமைதியா
Yeah,
இருக்காங்க.
maybe try not to mention Vijay and Ajit. We might get hate for that. But yeah, I do. No, I think Surya fans are just living as sleeper cells, like myself. Like, I don't make a big fuss because it's not worth being anyone's fan, really.
Yeah.
So, but when he puts out a good movie, I'll be like, he won, you know. It feels a bit personal too because of whatever. Like during my childhood, he was that guy.
Yeah.
Like he was the dog. You know what I'm saying? So he was just putting out good movies one after the other, and then until one abomination happened in 2013. I was in seventh grade. Do you know what the movie is?
Anjana.
Yeah. Oh my God, that movie! Like you know what sailor is, right?
Yeah,
Like for
yeah, yeah, yeah.
7.5 years, only shit will happen
Yeah,
to
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
His sailor son, he started right there with Anjan, and it was the most horrible thing ever.
எது வந்துச்சு அஞ்சானா மாசா எது வந்துச்சு அஞ்சானா
Anjan, because Anjan, I was in eighth grade,
Okay.
but Anjan, I was in seventh. So at that time, but it didn't feel like a big deal at that time because, I mean, he didn't just lose his fan base on one day, on one Friday. It didn't happen. Like it was like a process. But I don't know why he just kept acting in like all the shittiest movies possible. Like ஒரு தடக்க அடி வாங்கினா பரவாயில்ல ஒரு முறையுமா அடி வாங்குறது.
அஞ்சானுக்கு அப்புறம்
ம்.
அஞ்சானுக்கு அப்புறம் ஐ திங்க் ஆஃப்டர் லாங் டைம்
ம்.
ஐ வாஸ் ஆக்சுவலி சாட்டிஸ்ஃபைட் வித் ஜெய்பீம் ஜெய்பீம்க்கு அடுத்து தானே சூரிய
No, 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 no.
ரிப்போர்ட்
Surya Porgin.
சூரிய ரிப்போர்ட்
Yeah.
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் தென் சூரிய ரிப்போர்ட் பிகாஸ் ஆஃப்டர் அஞ்சான் என்ன நல்ல படம் வந்துச்சு சூர்யா
Pasanga 2 was.
பசங்க டூ இஸ் நாட் த மெயின் லீட் நேம்
But I mean, he played an important character in that movie, no?
ஐ திங்க் ஹீ இஸ் தேர் ஒன்லி பிகாஸ் ஹீ இஸ் அ ப்ரொடியூசர் 2D ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ணனால ஐ திங்க் ஹீஸ்
Wait, I'll make sure we are recording. We are recording. Okay. What were you saying? Sorry.
பசங்க டூ வந்து சூர்யா தான் ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ண படத்தை ஸோ அதனால அவர் உள்ளுக்கு வந்திருக்காங்க பட் ஐம் சேயிங் as choosing and acting being the main character in a story அப்படின்னு இல்லையே சரி பசங்களுக்கு அப்புறம் வேற என்ன
Okay. When he produces a movie, he produces a good film. Like,
அண்ட் இது அவங்களோட ப்ரொடக்ஷன் ஹவுஸ் வந்து ஜோதிகா நடிக்கிற படம் எதுவுமே நல்லா வரல அவங்க ப்ரொடக்ஷன்ல இருந்து வேற யாரும் நடிக்கிறாங்க இல்லைன்னா சூரியன் நடிக்கிறாங்கன்னா அந்த மூவி இஸ் குட்
movies good.
நீ நோட்டீஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கேன் அந்த பேட்டர்னை
Pasanga 2, what are the
ஜோதிகாட ஐ திங்க் 23 வயது இல்லையா that was a film right
yeah. I don't
that film
remember.
was by ஜோதிகாட
No, no, no. Tell me the good one. Surya.
let me google some
There's a laptop right in front of you. Google, yeah.
இல்ல this is the president movie yeah she goes
Yeah,
and
yeah,
meet
yeah.
the
And then she
president
faints in the, yeah, yes,
yeah
yes.
this is a good film I actually enjoyed the film பசங்க 2 again it's a good film 24
24, I think, is a banger. Like, I think we
24
forgot to appreciate that kind of
24 is
movies.
a banger dude I saw a lot of memes saying
Mm.
many films was ruined by one Kalatara, the gold Kalatara they use.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I saw a lot of memes like these are the films that was ruined by the Kalatara.
Mm.
But 24 is a good film, you know, Jabi Koir. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Bro said he was mesmerized by Surya's performance because he played a handicap.
Mm.
He played the villain, I mean, the normal guy, and then the scientist guy, a nerd.
Yeah.
Bro pulled off every single character,
Mm.
and he said and the difference Valangalan, he didn't notice that the same guy is playing all three, four characters. Same with Varnamai.
Yeah, with Varanamayiram, Krishnan, and Surya, right? The
Yeah, yeah.
other character. You never feel that, like, I mean, you never feel like it's the same person. Like, there's a huge difference between the characters. Robbed. People, I think to this day, they say, like, his national award was robbed. So good. I think the 24 problem with 24 is it came out with another popular movie at that time. I think Vijay's Theory.
2016.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was one issue. And the whole watch mechanic comedy. God, they ran into the. Wouldn't you say that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I wouldn't say that. Theory.
Then
Yeah,
that can't be
yes.
the reason, right?
Yeah. Theory எவ்வளோ நாள் ஓடிச்சு
I don't know about all that, but I always thought that was the reason.
I don't know.
But I remember people not liking. People were shitting on him when it came out.
24.
Yeah,
They were shitting on 24.
yes, they were.
The
Like,
fuck?
most of the people did not appreciate it. But I think it was appreciated by the critics, if I'm not wrong.
I mean, now people are enjoying the film. I mean, there are so many reels and shit saying. Like after Kangu happened, there were many people fighting.
Okay.
இல்ல சூர்யா பாவம் அப்படி இப்படின்னு. அப்போ 24 was like one of the topic they were saying like இல்ல 24 was a good film அப்படி இப்படின்னு. But I didn't know the film was hated back in the day.
It was. It definitely was hated back in the day. I think that's because Surya lost his market very quickly. Like the gap between Anjan and 24 is like only 3 years. And people, I like a lot of people didn't go to watch that film and all that shit.
But I don't know who the reason that is. If it's the managerial people, fire Surya, please fire them.
Yeah, like you said, I think he also can play any character more than anything. Like if you take like Nanda, and then a very commercial movie like Singam, and then something new like Ayan. And then I think he has done an artsy type of film also, Ratha Sarithiram or something.
Yeah, that's a reason.
Yeah. So he has done those also. So he is good until Anjan happened. But I think he properly gave a comeback with Suriya, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Suriya.
I mean,
That's not a comeback as
comeback
well.
can't
It's
be.
just a small like
Yeah,
upwards in like in the graph,
yeah.
right?
Just a small point. மேல
Yeah,
வந்தாரு இப்ப
yeah.
மறுபடியும் கீழே போற மாதிரி இருக்கு. பார்ப்போம். Hopefully.
So when Sura Reporter came out, it was quite the experience because at that time I really wasn't that into Surya.
Mm.
I forgot like even I forgot like what he was until that movie reminded me like who he was and what he's capable of. That was also like if I were to show someone his strengths, I would probably show like Surya Reporter like this is that guy. It was really good in that. It's a good movie, well performed. I think people are talking shit about it now. If I'm not wrong.
Surya Reporter.
Yeah.
What are they saying?
It's a propaganda movie or whatever.
The fuck?
Yeah, until that movie happened, and I think I specifically like remember messaging with my cousin like, "Yo, maybe our guy is back," and all that. And then the movie he did right after that just was exhausting.
என்ன film?
எதிர்க்கும் துணி.
Dude, when the trailer came out, do you know how excited you were?
Yeah,
With
yeah,
the
yeah,
கத்தியோட அந்த
yeah.
கருவாடு வந்தோடனே bro was so excited. I remember. மாத்தலையில தான் கசின்ஸோட நாங்கள் அந்த படம் பார்த்தோம். Bro, I died, bro. I died.
It was one exhausting long movie. Oh my god. It reminded me. I when I watched the trailer, I thought it's going to be a bit like Whale. Whale is a cool movie.
இல்ல ஆஃப்டர் சூரரை Reporter, it was ஜெய் பீம். It's 2021. அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் இது
Right.
இது ஜெய் பீம் is good.
But it was a supporting character.
Yeah, a supporting character.
Yeah, Manigandan was the lead in that.
Yeah, I mean, he
Still,
had his importance.
yeah.
So,
But எதற்கும் துணிந்தவன், yeah. I mean, that was a theater film after a long time.
mm.
That was one
Bro fumbled.
fumble, right?
The last 20 minutes, I don't know what the fuck that was. Bro fumbled hard. Bro.
Yeah, really hated it. And then Vikram. I think Vikram. I know people like there's a huge fan base for that movie. Even at that time, I told you that the movie was pretty mid. It's not that good. But people came out of the theater like saying like it's the greatest thing that ever happened to humanity or whatever. That's the reaction people had basically. Is because of Suriya. It's because of the character he did at the end.
Yeah.
100%. Like we have to agree because the climax was very sloppy in that film. It was just dragging.
After the first half, even I was a bit biased when the film came out.
Yeah.
ஆனால் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஹாஃப் மட்டும்தான் எனக்கு நல்ல மாதிரி தெரிஞ்சு செகண்ட் ஹாஃபில் இட் வாஸ் ஜஸ்ட் ஆக்ஷன் அண்ட் சூர்யா பாட் வர மட்டும் சும்மா ஆக்ஷன் மட்டும்தான் எனக்கு அங்கே அப்ரிஷியேட் பண்ணுற மாதிரி பெருசாக ஒன்றும் இருக்காது. ஐ மீன் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஹாஃப் வாஸ் ரியலி குட். ஃபதா ஃபசிலையும் அந்த இதை கமல்ஹாசன் இன்டராக்ஷன் அவங்கள காட்டுற விதம் எல்லாமே நல்லா இருந்துச்சு. செகண்ட் ஹாஃப் அந்த விக்ரம் ரிவீலுக்கு அப்புறம்
yeah. It was just fan blazing after that. And yeah, but again, coming back to Surya was good in that. And then Kangua. பிடிச்சது நான் தான். I did, to be very honest, I didn't even watch that movie. Yet to this day, I don't think I'll ever watch it because it's exhausting. Like I can't, I don't want to see him in a movie like that, honestly. One good reason, and I really can't like put myself through all that again. Okay? But you watched it, right? How was
I
it?
I was fooled by the
Mm.
interviews that Siva gave.
Uh,
அவர் அவ்வளோ இது பண்ணேன்னு சொன்னார். என்னது அவ்வளோ ரிசர்ச் பண்ணேன். ஒரு வெப்பன் எப்படி செஞ்சாலும் அந்த வெப்பன் செய்கிறதுக்கு ஒரு டூல் யூஸ் பண்ணியிருப்பாங்கல்ல, அந்த டூலுக்கான ரிசர்ச்சை கூட நான் பண்ணேன். இப்போ நான் நினச்சேன் ஓகே நல்ல லைக் தே ஹவ் ஸ்பெண்ட் 2 years and they have built something and then I watched the film. உண்மையை என்ன சொல்லணும்னா கங்குவால அந்த மாடர்ன் போர்ஷன் பிட் இருக்கு தானே இந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஹாஃப், அதை தவிர்த்துட்டேன்னா அந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஹாஃப்ல இருக்க அந்த பீரியட் இது வந்து நல்லா தான் இருந்துச்சு எனக்கு. இட் ஹேட் சம்திங் அட்லீஸ்ட் நல்லா இருந்துச்சுன்னா இட்ஸ்
I
நாட்
think his research bit was in that probably, right?
யா ப்ராபப்ளி அந்த இட் வாசன் லைக் ஓ மை காட் குட் ஃபில்ம் அப்படி இல்லை, ஒரு அவரேஜாக இருந்துச்சு. அகெயின் ஆஃப்டர் த இன்டர்வல் மறுபடியும் கீழே போயிருச்சு. ஆனால் அந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட்டில் அந்த மாடர்ன் பிட்டை தான் முடிஞ்சு அந்த பெஸ்ட் இன்டர்வலுக்கு முதல் இருக்க அந்த பிட் வந்து எனக்கு ஓகே நல்லா இருந்துச்சு. அது அந்த ஒப்பீனியனை என்ன சொன்ன செல்ஃபால் அடிப்பாங்க. என்ன பண்ண
uh, Someone told me like on paper Kangua sounds like a good idea. I don't know if that's why he fell for it.
ஐ மீன் இட்ஸ் சம்திங் நியூ நே எனக்குன்னா புதுசாக இருந்துச்சு.
So the idea of Kangua is new, is what you're saying.
அதுலேயும் அந்த புல்ல வர்றது பிரெயின் ராட் சீன் எல்லாம் இருந்துச்சு. பட் எனக்கு ஓகே புளிய அப்படின்னா இல்லை இல்லை புலி இல்லை இல்லை டக்குனு ரெகுலர் இல்லை.
Okay. Um, I was going to say something else. Wait a minute.
I'm just gonna stare at the camera and think about it.
I think all that glaze when that movie came out was basically, the pressure. Like, I don't think Surya meant it, you get it. But again, maybe he actually believed the movie could be good.
இல்லை இல்லை ஸோ வென் நீ இன்டர்வியூஸ் எல்லாம் பார்த்தனா ஈவன் ஆன் ஸ்டேஜ் டில் த லாஸ்ட் மூமெண்ட் சூர்யா ஹேட் ஃபேத்.
Surya had faith.
அவ்வளோ புகழ்ந்து அவன் எந்த படத்துக்கும் அப்படி பேசினானா கண்டதில்லை. ஆனால் இந்த படத்துக்கு ரொம்ப இதாக பேசணும்னு நானும் நம்பிட்டேன். ஐ மீன் அவனும் அதே மாதிரி தான் நம்பியிருப்பான்.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly. Like, even I thought, but it's sad. Like,
Yeah,
I think that movie really, like, upset him, Something tells me, like, he was really upset by that film.
could be. Yeah. I mean ஜோதிகார் ட்வீட் பார்த்தா அப்படிதான் இருந்துருக்கு.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, look, Kangua might have loved, but the guy won it. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
like wife defending, like, fuck you, my husband made a good movie. It's you are the problem. That's crazy gaslighting. Huh?
I mean it is something to be appreciated, but
Yeah, I get it. But that's
yeah,
like delusional on another level. Like,
I mean it's love man, I can't say, Joe and Surya for life.
and then notepad எங்க?
Did you close it?
I think I closed it. Okay. So I have what I think is interesting, but I don't know if others will agree. I do think ever since Surya started losing his market,
Hmm.
theater market, he has this weird obsession to get it back. Rightfully so. I mean, that's
Yeah,
his business at the end of the day. But that is making him choose all kinds of wrong movies. It's what I feel like. Like he is choosing all those bad films because like commercial films because he wants the theater craze back. You can't blame him also because I thought he's being delusional or whatever. But GBU worked.
I have some friends who are like defending GBU. I just want to punch them in the face. GBU அவ்வளோ நல்ல
The
படம்
entire
இல்லை.
world loves it, by the way.
Fuck, dude, brain rot people. What was your opinion on NGK?
NGK, if I'm being very, very honest, the first time I hated it. I thought it was very, very boring. I didn't understand anything. But Surya was like a menace in that film. We didn't talk about that movie
Yeah,
also.
yeah. I mean that came out after, like during his downfall, right?
Yeah.
And even when NGK came, I remember a lot of people hating on
Everyone hated on it pretty much. I
it.
don't think a lot of people appreciated when it came out until the director explained the movie himself.
நான் படம் NGK வந்த டைம் நான் பார்க்கல. For some reason I didn't watch it. I watched it like 2-3 years ago, 4 years ago. Yeah, somewhere around that. And I really enjoyed NGK. Sai Pallavid acting. How good was that? Sai Pallavid அமரனோட சாய் பல்லவியோட ஆக்டிங் இதெல்லாம் நல்லா இருந்துச்சு NGK.
Yeah. I could say that, but if I'm being very honest, the first time I did not like it.
I really enjoyed it.
But people are saying like after the which means dude, it's kind of the director's fault too, like keeping it so hidden, like the plot is itself hidden,
In the park.
like him being the bad, like his turn from being the good guy to a corrupted politician is like the plot, right, of the film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
No one knew that. No one knew that.
Okay, I will accept. I will now ஒருமே மட்டும் ஒத்துக்கிறேன். Like, it was pretty clear that he was turning into a bad guy, but Surya killing his own parents was a bit. Even I didn't get it until this guy told me.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember
yeah.
watching the film coming downstairs. I who killed the parents, dude? அது எனக்கு யாரு அப்படின்னு கேட்கல. சூர்யா தான் கொண்டா என்னடா படம் பாரு அப்படின்னு. It was a bit, I don't know, maybe I didn't get it, but
Yeah, I felt like it was just too much of Selvaragavan almost. Like
yeah.
keeping the entire plot hidden is crazy. So I don't know. I did not enjoy it, but maybe now I might appreciate it after knowing the story. But it sounds like a killer plot though. Like his change and
Yeah.
like once you understand it, his performance like makes so much sense. But I remember being confused throughout the film. Like, where is this movie going? Why is he acting all crazy in that song? But in that song, he was like, fuck.
Yeah.
That song that he does this weird thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was crazy in that song.
Yeah.
And yeah, he and Vikram follow the same pattern. Like, I'll choose all kinds of crazy movies because it has like a lot of character weightage. Oh, it has a theater value, but not story. He and
But
Vikram are the exact same
yeah,
person.
but somehow Vikram, on the films it works. என்ன work ஆகல விக்ரம் film?
I don't think he gave. I mean, I was good. I mean, in between, he gave good films. Surya didn't do that. I think.
இல்லையடா. இல்ல, for some reason, I mean, Sketch was bad.
Yeah, I didn't watch Sketch.
தமிழ்நாடு.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I know what movie you're referring to.
அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன என்ன வந்துச்சு சரியா படம் ஞாபகம் வர மாட்டேங்குது.
Irumugan was decent.
Yeah,
At that time, I loved it. Now it's decent.
but யாரு the 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 other character he does, the
The
Vikram,
gay
the gay
character.
actor, it was actually good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's kind of his thing, playing
Doing
multiple
different,
characters and all that shit.
but
It's like even when he's good, when he's very very good in a film, it's so normal because that's what he
yeah,
does in every film.
it's only disappointing when he doesn't
It's
do
some
that.
yeah yeah yeah. It's only disappointing, yeah. But yeah. Mm, so retro. What do you think about it?
I have hopes.
Yeah.
கார்த்திக் சுப்பராஜ்
Uh,
நம்பிக்கை தானே வாழ்க்கை.
mm,
ஏதாவது நல்லா இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன், but I did not enjoy the trailer. Trailerல அந்த weird cuts and the dialogues repeating itself. Even the I will forgive the cuts. சரி ஏதோ புதுசா ட்ரை பண்றாங்கன்னுட்டு விடலாம். The dialogue repeating itself, especially on the couchல உட்காந்து சொல்லுவாங்க, was a bit bad. I don't know. எனக்கு அப்படி தோணுச்சு. What's your opinion?
Okay, I think it's on again. What were we talking about?
Retro, hit or miss.
Hit or miss. Yeah, I believe it could be a hit or a miss because it's Karthik Subbaraj plus it looks very very commercial. It looks insanely commercial. Like his movie has this. It could just be a misleading trailer. I don't know, but based on the trailer, it does look like. It's a very typical love action type of film with like mass scenes in it. I think that's going to be like the seller point of the film. I mean, based on what Suriya is trying to do, a commercial movie makes sense, but not too sure about retro.
I have hopes because கார்த்திக் சுப்பராஜ்,
Alright.
சூர்யா, இன்னொன்று ப்ரொடியூசர் வந்து 2D.
2D is
producing. So I have hopes இருக்கு. ஏதாவது ஒன்று நல்லா இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன், பட் காலம் பதில் சொல்லணும்.
Okay, that's a reference, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that being said, like you said, I do think he is like, if he does the right, like Kamal is a legend in a way because he managed this whole commercial and then doing another movie for just himself for cinema very well for so long.
Yeah.
And to this day, I don't think anyone is doing that. Even Dhanush, he fumbles. He's not doing it as much as Kamal did, you know. So
What Kamal Hassan did, no one can ever do it. Bro, no one has the balls to do it. Kamal Hassan sacrificed everything to do what he did. So I don't think anyone will do it.
Yeah, it does feel like that. But if Surya makes the right choice, I think he can get close to it. He can't be Kamal, but he can get close to it.
In terms of acting,
Yeah, he has potential definitely, but it's just being underused. Same with Vikram, like potential just being underused for bad movies. But here and there, Vikram is giving a hit, but Surya we rarely get a hit. That's the problem.
Vikram and Suriya, Vikram, Kamal Hassan, top 3 best actors in Indian cinema.
Vijay's, I would say Vijay's.
Vijay Sethupathi. I mean, he is good, but top 3, I think those 3. Top 5 கண்டிப்பா விஜய் சேதுபதி வருவார்.
Right.
But top 3 na it is Kamal Hassan, Surya, Vikram, because those 3 people will literally sacrifice everything to do a film.
Like basically insane people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem with Surya is he doesn't choose the right way to do it, right? Let's see. But again, I know people now they are making fun of him or whatever, but he used to be the shit back in the day. And even now, like, I think if he gives like 3 consecutive hits, he can get back his throne. You get it?
And after giving a 7 years of like horrible films.
Not 7 years. Now it's yeah. I mean, continuously he gave horrible movies for 7 years.
Yeah, 7 years like 2 or 3 நல்ல films or maximum 5 இல்ல 4 நல்ல films இருக்குன்னா இருந்தாலும் அந்த 7 yearsல but he still gets a crowd. இன்னும் ஓப்பனிங்க்கு ஆட்கள் வராங்க still படம் ஓடுது தானே. I think it is something.
It's not making that much money for sure. I mean, Kangua is like his highest collected movie. Yeah, and that movie flopped hard. So it's not making that much money, but he can get back. Like even in that audio launch, I was waiting until he, like, they were live streaming the entire thing. I didn't watch it, but once his speech started, I watched it. Yeah, he still looks like he hasn't aged a day past 35.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, but let's see. It's a hit or a miss. That's it. Do you want to say anything?
No. காலம் பதில் சொல்லட்டும்.
Okay, that's enough. All right. Then yeah, see you. That's it.